We're ready. Hello. All right. Be careful. Okay. Hi, everyone. It's Rita and my little spoiled brat dogs here. How are you? It's Tuesday, and we are ready for the next episode of Cricut Chat. I'm just going to tell you at the top, I have to keep this short today because I've got to drive my son who missed his bus to school. So we're going to keep it relatively short, but we're going to talk about some important things, including a version of the software that's coming out, and also print and cut printables and how to manipulate print and cut on your screen. Okay. And how to get as many stickers as you can fit into the print and cut area. So one of these updates has already taken place. So if you've updated your software recently, you may be able to work this out yourself. But I wanted to show you because it is pretty exciting, and it does change some things for us. So one of the things that I have always taught you was how to set up your stickers so that it maximizes the space. And the way that we do this is by creating a little box. So I wanted to show you what I've been doing. So here is what I normally do. So I'm going to show you how to find these, and these are easier. This is called a printable, so they're easier to deal with than regular images, but I'm going to show you both. Okay, so let's start with the new screen. I'm going to go to images, and I'm going to image sets. Okay, so from image sets, just about everything here you could turn into a sticker, and fairly easy. Now I will tell you that the Joy does not allow for printables. So if you wanted to do this with your Cricut machine, you will need any type of Explorer or any type of maker, but you cannot do printables or print and cut with the Joy, because the Joy doesn't have a sensor, and the sensor is how this works. You also are going to need a printer, because Cricut doesn't print anything. I know a lot of people say, oh, it's a printer. It's not a printer. You are going to need a printer for this to work, and you'll need some product in order to print it on, if for instance you're making stickers. So I'm going to show you a couple of alternatives for the sticker paper that Cricut currently sells, which I don't like and I do not recommend. So if you do have Cricut sticker paper, there are other uses for it, but if you really and truly want to make good stickers, you need to not use that product. Okay. So let's see. So here I am. I'm in image sets, and look, we've got 6,000 image sets. And let's say perhaps I'm going to just use a scenario. So the Platinum Jubilee is coming up. That is the 75th anniversary, I think, of the Queen of England. She's not just the Queen of England. I say Queen of England and everybody corrects me. It's just how we call it, the Queen of England here. But I know she's the Queen of other places. So how the Queen is celebrating her 75th anniversary of ascending to the throne. So that's called the Platinum Jubilee, and that's already started. It started in February, but the major things are going to happen at the beginning of June. So let's say you want to get in on the celebration. And so we're going to look for in this image sets, we're going to type in printables first, because I want to see all the different printables. And if you scroll down, you can see there's just everything you could imagine, from bugs to food to full page printables. There's, look, casino, England printables. Look at this. And so just so you can see, all kinds of bugs, butterflies, horoscope, old-timey hipster. Here's Fiesta printables. So we're using today, we're saying the English one is what we're going to do. Now, I know, you guys, I know that she is not just the Queen of England, but this is what this is listed here. So let's do these. These are kind of iconic images of England. So we've got Big Ben, and we've got the Union Jack, or the United Kingdom flags, often called the Union Jack, the telephone booths, the double-decker buses. So what I'm going to do is click on all of these. And by clicking on them, it puts a green square around them. And then I'm going to come down here to add to canvas, right here, that green button, and hit add to canvas. Now, the beauty of these images is that they are already flattened. And that means that they're ready to be print. But they do come in a lot of different sizes. And I personally think sometimes it's a little hard to see how big these are or how small they are. And I want sticker size. So for me, sticker size is generally about 2 to 3 inches maximum. But look, you've got the Big Ben is so small, and next to this boulder hat, that it just seems weird. So what I usually teach folks when doing print and cut is to go, once you have all of your images, go to shapes and grab yourself this square. Okay. And then you're going to unlock the square. So here's my square, and I've unlocked it, and I'm coming up here to width and height. Now, the reason why I'm unlocking it, because it's going to be changed into a rectangle. Okay. Now, to do print and cut, currently, the way that the Design Space is set up is that the width, or the height, actually, the dimensions are 6 3/4 by 9 1/4, or 6.75 by 9.25. Okay, so I'm going to change that to the width to 6.75 to 9.25. Okay. Now this is just giving me an idea of how big my sticker should be. So I'm going to send this to the back, and I want to create a whole bunch of stickers, and I'd love to get all of these stickers fitting onto one sheet so that I can send them to my friend who is an Anglophile, and then she can use them however way she likes. Okay, so this gives perspective to these images. So here's I guess is a taxi. I mean, that's enormous. Who needs a 7-inch taxi? So I'm going to start putting all of my images here, and I am just sort of free form changing their size so that they all will fit. Okay. Now, this is something you do not need to do this if you don't want to, but to be honest, for me and the way that I think, and the way that I visualize my projects, it works wonders, and you might see that it helps you too. So what I'm doing is just resizing these images and deciding how big, how small I want them. And this is just, sort of by your eye. And I am just sort of moving them all around here. Look, we got the front of the bus and the side of the bus. Then we have this car. I don't think we need the side of that car. So some of them I might decide to make smaller. And this is a duplicate. So, well, actually, this is a duplicate. So let's get rid of that. And so is this. So let's see. Let me just do this. All right. And I'm just resizing here just because I want to get everything in there. I want for it all to fit. Okay. Now, notice that nothing is touching. We don't want anything touching the other thing because of the way that this is cut out. We don't want to have it not cut it out. Okay. So here we go. We have on here all of our stickers that we want to have, and they're all sort of sized appropriately. I might even be able to squish this UK in here or do something like this. Okay. So the reason why you add that square is just so you can visualize how big those stickers are. Okay. Now, if you want to print this like this, you would select it all, remove that square, right? And select your all of them, and you would hit attach. Okay. This is the old way. Okay. But you would have this thing here. Then what I found out with the new way is I can take this and duplicate it, and let's just detach them. So we're going to see how's my old way compared to my new way. So let's hit make it. And this is the old way because you can see that square around it, you see? And here's the new way. So the new way, they've changed it around and really maximized the space. However, one of the images didn't make it onto that page. So I can still move this object by clicking on the triple dots and choosing move object, and I can put it over here. Now, when I do that, it always comes up like on the top left corner, but you can go ahead and sort of move these things around. Now, when I don't know if it was pretty subtle, but when you press it up against the right hand side or at the bottom, you'll notice that the box actually accommodates for you just a ever so little. So here I'm able to put all of these images on without doing the attached part. But for me, I'm so used to doing it this way that perhaps I'm not even going to use this new way, but I just kind of wanted you to see this. All right. So that's how you would do like a bunch of different stickers. Now I'm just going to group these and hide them. Now let's go and let's say we're going to make some planner stickers, and we want to make like the days of the week. That's what I put in to my for a picture for today, and I'm going to show you my existing what I did. This is days of the week, and I wanted to make like planner stickers. And obviously there are more than, you know, 1 week's worth. Okay. So I'm going to go to images, and I'm going to look for days of the week. Let's see how that comes out. So we're looking for days of the week, and nothing came out because I believe I'm still doing all images. Maybe I need to just type in Monday. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll type in the word Monday, and obviously where that came from, we can have a look. So here's Monday, and let's look. There's all kinds of versions of this. I actually really like this. So it's kind of cute. It's got like a rainbow Monday. So what I'm going to do is choose this triple dot right up here. Okay. And I'm going to say view image sets. Okay. So this is a image set called Welcome Classroom Decor, but we can still use it for our days of the week. Or if we wanted to, we can use the months of the year. Let's use the months of the year. Okay. So let's do February, March, June. August, April, January, July, November, December, October, September. Looks like we got, oh, May, forgot May, the month that we're working in. Okay, so I've got all the months of the year. I'm going to bring them into my canvas. So here I want to, let's say I want to make 2 sets of the months, and because I'm doing 2 planners or something like that. Let's just have that scenario. And so I'm going to make 2 or more. Maybe I'm going to do this for a bunch of planners that I'm doing for my class or something along those lines. Okay. So we're waiting for the images to come in. And it does take a little while, and I apologize for that. So while I'm waiting for the images to come in, I just wanted to remind you that if you haven't entered for the giveaway today, please do that, and you will find that giveaway in the description of the video. I think after the video is over. Okay. So here are all our months of the year. They're really large because they were for like the classroom, but I'm going to use them as planners. And I don't know, I might also take off these little cloud things. Let's try that. So I'm going to ungroup these, and no, I can't take the clouds off. All right, never mind. We won't take the clouds off. That's kind of a project for another day. All right, so I'm not going to ungroup it. I'm just going to go back, align this to center. Oops, that didn't work. Here we go. Okay, so we're going to group it back. So now this is a cut image. Okay, so how do I know it's a cut image? Because over here, when I select it, so here's my May. And when I select it, you see 1, 2, 3, 4 layers in the group. There's 4 layers. There's the blue, white, purple, and the clouds. So this is a layered image. So when you go to cut this out, it will show on 4 different mats, and then your job is to glue them all together. But if you don't want to glue them together, or there's just way too much detail, which is the case with printables, is you are going to flatten this image. What does flatten do? Well, flatten takes all 4 of those images and does exactly that, flattens it down to 1 layer. Okay, so how do you do it? So here's our May. I am going to go down here. Can you see my finger over here? It says flatten. So I'm just going to go down there and hit flatten. You'll notice the image looks a little bit different. And then over here, it went from the 4 layers to just 1 layer. So I'm going to do this for all of them. I'm just selecting each one and flattening them. Okay. So if you find an image that you really, really love, but it's not a printable, then you can use this technique of flattening images. Now, I know there are a lot of people out there that are afraid of print then cut, but I'll be really honest with you. Once you do it a few times, you really get the hang of it, and you do feel super accomplished. And so I would encourage you, can't see the top of the screen. Okay, hold on. Sadly, I don't think I can get the entire screen, top and bottom, on because my screen's too big. Right, Gail. You're right. Okay. So here are all my months of the year. I am going to go and do my shape. I'm going to choose my square. And this is just for my eye version. Okay. So I'm going to change it to 6.75. If this takes a while to remember, write it down, put it on a sticky note. 6.75 by 9.25. Okay. And we are going to turn this, arrange it to the back. that's because we just need to take all of our little stickers and resize them. Now, maybe for the months of the year, we want to make them all the same size. I don't know, but it would make, like, for instance, this one here is 3 inches and this one's 3.3. So I don't know if we made them all 3 inches, it would make the lettering a little bit smaller, right? So for me, it would look kind of like a wider image, but that's really up to you what you want to do here. And you can be very precise about this by changing all of these to 3 inches by hand, or you can do what I'm doing, which is just I'm eyeballing it. Okay. So here we go. I am just resizing these so that they fit, hopefully fit on my square. But I'm not being that particular. I'm just sort of resizing because I want to see what happens if we don't do the square. So here are all of our months of the year. So let's go here, making a couple of them a little bit smaller because 4 inches is a little bit too big for me in terms of stickers. So I want to have is this January? Okay. January. Don't want to make it too small. Okay. So normally this is how I would teach you. Had the square and then move everything over so that it fits into the square. But we're going to try it the new way. All right. So we're going to hide the square now, and then we're going to hit make it. And woo, they all fit onto one sheet. What happens if we do 2 project copies? It fits even more. And in fact, look, there it fits. But if we wanted to move this, like, say, over here, you can see how the box sort of resizes itself to fit. That was the first change, the change that everybody should have right now. So this way you can do multiple copies. Let's go back and let's just make a bunch of Octobers, because I am going to group these and hide and hide. Okay. So we have this October, and let's say I have a class and I want to put together a calendar for October for everybody in the class. So I'm going to make a bunch of October stickers. Okay. So I'm going to hit make it. And now I just have one image. So if I want to make a bunch, maybe I don't know, let's say 25 kids in the class. So I'm going to change the project size, project copies right up here to 25. Now you'll see that it only fits 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. All right. But we have the rest of them have spilled over to here. Well, let's try to move some of these over and see if we can't sort of force that box to be bigger. Okay. So we're going to select on this image and we're going to hit move object. And we're going to move it to that first box. Now it's here. It's right here. So I'm going to see how far out this will go. Well, it doesn't quite go so that I want it to be, but let's try it down the bottom. At the bottom, it allows me to a little bit more space. So I think what I want to do is, if I want to really maximize the space, I can move these images and sort of turn them around. Remember, you can turn around images, which is cool. So I would just go ahead and hit move object for each one of these. And where's my second one? And you have to turn it. So here you go. And let's just show you, if you look at the lines here. So it's about at the 1/2 inch mark and it goes to 8 inches. So it's 7.5 inches, but that's for the square. So they've increased that space in there, but they haven't changed the original parameters. And that's what the second change is about. So the second change is called A4. All right. So A4 is a term that is used outside of the US. So in the UK or something, when you get the new update, which is rolling out now, it's actually called, the update is called, desktop version is 7.8, and then the iOS version is 5.6. So what is A4 as opposed to letter size? So in letter size, let's go ahead, and I'm going to just take this plain old size here. So I'm going to hit make it. And here is my basic cut. So remember material sizes. So over here, you'll see material sizes. So the normal size of a printer paper is 8.5 by 11. It's called letter size, but that is a measure that is mostly used in the US and I think Canada. And my Canadian friends can help out with that if that is what you use for letter. But the folks in other countries use this called A4, which is actually it's thinner but longer. So it's 8.3 inches by 11.7. Now this might be useful when you're doing print and cut. So when you do get the version of your desktop 7.8, you can now on print and cut select A4 versus the letter size, which is what it always, this is right now. See, I can't change the letter size. I can't change my material size. So this change that they've made is not really gonna help people in the US, but we got to think of our international folks, and this might help them a little bit better. So that's why that was added. Does this mean this is all they're going to be doing with print and cut? No. Everybody's always complaining. I saw on the message board yesterday, well, this doesn't help me. It's like the world isn't created to revolve around you personally, and neither is Cricut Design Space. So some things might not help you, but they help others. So they aren't just doing things just willy-nilly. They're working from a list, and they know that they need to make some changes in the size of the print and cut. It's coming. So don't be all like, if you're worried or something, well, I'm still not getting a bigger print than cut. I'm really kind of a little bit amazed that people aren't satisfied with the size that we can do now. This here, 6, when we do it this way, it really maximizes. So there are our England printables. I mean, there's only like an inch all around. Maybe it's an inch and a half. That to me is using up quite a bit of space, but I don't know, maybe I'm just being a jerk. But anyway, so here is the size, and let's go through and do some printing. So let's print these English printables. I'm going to move these ones over and see if I can't get them on there. See, look how I'm doing that. I'm going to move this one too. I'm going to put it on here and move it around. You can move anything around, obviously. So there you go. I was thinking when I was doing this morning, I was thinking, what'd be cool is to be able to duplicate an image like on your mat. So like, I'd love to be able to, when I hit the triple dots, have also duplicate, which I don't know. That might be something coming in the future. But here are all of our print and cut stickers. Here's the one that I did. Here's the one that the computer did. So we're going to hit continue. And when you get here to this screen, this is the cut screen, right? You'll see this green button. It says send to printer. Now, again, you are going to need a printer to do printables. It's in the name, or print and cut. You do need a printer. It's not part of the Cricut project, right? It doesn't print. They used to have a machine way back called the Imagine that did printing as well as cutting. But this all the newer images and all the newer machines only do the cutting. So you need a printer connected. So what I would do here is I would choose send to printer, and you see here I have two printers listed on here. I have my Epson and my HP Envy, my good old HP Envy. So today I'm going to use my HP Envy because I loaded it up already with my sticker paper, and I'm going to talk about sticker paper in a second. Okay, so here I have changed it to HP Envy, and I'm actually going to turn on use system dialog. This is because I want my images, my stickers to be the highest quality. And sometimes when you don't use the system dialog, you might get lines in your printout. So I choose use system dialog. I hit print, and it looks like it's doing something, but I have to come over here up in the top left to where there is that yellow. So there's red, yellow, and green. I'm not sure if you can see that, but I'm going to choose this yellow, and you will see there is your print dialog. And I'm going to use HP Envy, and I used my last settings. So right now, see, it was set as normal, but I'm going to switch it to best. Okay, and then I'm going to hit print. So then I go back to Cricut. Now you do have to do that twice if you have 2 sheets of paper, or once, or 3 times if you have 3 sheets of paper. You can't just change the copies here. I tried it, didn't work. So we're going to hit print. Then we're going to go to that little yellow screen. There's my printer, my printer dialog box, and I hit print. Then I come back to Cricut. And now that I've printed them all, I can now choose the base material that I'm using. Okay. So, if, for instance, something fouls up with your printer and you need to print it over again, did you know that you can click up here to where it says printed, and you will get that dialog box again? So don't be worried if something happened, your paper jammed, or whatever the case may be. You don't have to worry about that. Okay. So I just heard my first and sheet of stickers have come off of my printer. So here is what it looks like. Now I am using special printer sticker paper that I got from my friends over at Online Labels, but I want to show you two different kinds of sticker paper. So this is printable vinyl from Cricut. It's pretty cool. I like working with it, but it can be a little bit expensive. The sticker paper, the printable sticker paper, for me, does not work in printers. So I do not usually, it doesn't work in old printers because it's really thick and it doesn't feed well. However, this printable vinyl does work pretty cool. So there is choice number 1. Here is choice number 2, and one that I use a lot. So I actually bought 200 sheets this time because I want to make a lot of stickers. So this is from Online Labels, and it is a full sheet. It's 100 sheets of a full sheet of sticker paper. And I chose the kind that had the cuts. I'm just bending it so you can see. It has these sort of diagonal cuts, which make the stickers come off of the paper better. However, cutting it out is a little bit of is trial and error. So yesterday I was working on this project for my friends over at Newhall Field Community Farm. It's our farm here in Peabody. They wanted some stickers made. And so I said, yeah, sure, I can do that. So I added a background and added the address and stuff. And I started to print them out. And I was able to get, these are 3-inch stickers, and I was able to get 12 on a sheet. Well, when I did this and then I started to I cut them out, I noticed that here are my cut lines from the backing, which caused a little bit of a problem. And I'll show you that in a sec. Okay. So whatever you want to do, I honestly, online labels, this label at a regular standard white mat, it's a full sheet. So that means one label on the sheet is you can get like 200 of them for $20. So worth it if you're just making, just regular stickers. Now, you can also get waterproof vinyl, all of these kinds. And these are for inkjet, and they also have laser. So when you go there and you choose your label that you want, you're also going to have to choose the material that it's on. So in this case, this is standard white, and it's the cheapest, and it works great for making labels. Okay. But you don't have to buy from online label. You can also buy these things from Amazon, or from Cricut. You can buy this printable vinyl. Just stay away from the sticker paper if you ask me. That's just my opinion. Okay. So here is our completed sticker sheet, and it looks pretty darn good. And I can't wait to have that big bend. So now I'm ready to put it onto my mat. So I got a brand new mat here. Woohoo! There's nothing better than a brand new mat. Okay, so I'm going to take my sticker sheet and I'm going to put it up here, right here on the corner, top left. All right. And now it's ready to go. Let's go back to the screen so you can see what I'm doing. Now I'm going to choose a base material to cut it from. So this is the material that I'm cutting from. In this case, I am going to go browse all materials. And one of the materials that I really like to cut stickers on is washi sheet. Washi sheet. So if you type in up here under all categories to the right of that, and you choose just to write washi. You know what washi is? It's like a paper tape that's adhesive. Okay. So I choose washi sheet. I don't choose the tape. Okay. Because it's actually thinner. So I'm going to choose washi sheet, and then I'm going to hit done. And in this case, I usually do more pressure, but I'm going to actually do less because of the back of my printout. I don't want that back. Okay. And then I'm going to hit remember the material setting, because I want to have the same material setting. Okay. So now I'm going to bring you over here so you can see my machine. I'm ready to put this in, and I'm going to hit the forward button. And it takes a little bit, sorry. So what is going to happen now is that you're going to see when I hit the go button, the flashing forward button here, you're going to see my machine. And this is why you can't do this on the Cricut Joy. You see that light there and how it's going sort of around? Well, that black box is important. That is so that the machine can see the parameters in which it's going to cut out. When it's done doing that, there's a kind of like a pregnant pause, and then it will start to cut out. There's the pregnant pause. And then it's going to start to cut out all around my stickers. So let's go ahead and give that time so you can see how that works. And see that? I don't know if you can see where it's cutting out. Oh my God. I can't believe this. You know how I have two of these and they're each cut out separately? I can see that this is cutting out my second sheet, and I don't want that. You see how this is? So this is why you need to be careful about putting your telling your machine. So it's not just it's going to cut anything in the box. It's not that, because in this case it started cutting out this bus, and that's not what I want. So I had to take this out, and let's put the bus sheet on there. We may need to cancel out of our, and let's do that. Okay, this is the correct one again, and it's washi sheet. So now I'm going to put it back in. So this is why I do lives, and also why I try to mess up. So, and I didn't try to mess up, but I wanted you to see that if you had, say, for instance, two different sheets, and these are quite different because this one here I did, and this one here, or maybe this is the one I did, and this is the one that the machine did. Okay, so we're going to make sure that it's doing the correct image. All right. Goober, I'm a goofy goober. I'm a goofy goober, guys. So yeah, so here you go. By the way, if you do go to Online Labels and you do make a purchase and you have an opportunity to send them a message, you can tell them that I sent you. I'm finding that a lot of companies don't realize that I support them by mentioning them and their websites and things like that. And you know, I realize that a lot of you do buy things based on my recommendation. So it's important for them to understand that I do that. And I don't know why. I guess because it's a recognition that you guys are going there from me, perhaps. I don't know. Anyway, so here we go. It's actually cutting the correct thing. And now Owen's waiting for me because he's ready to go to school. And I have to drive him. It's kind of a long drive. I wish that he had missed the bus today, but you know, this happens. So and then I'm going swimming, and then I am going downtown to Wendy and Pasquale's place to do some weeding. She has a baby onesie making station project that she's going to be doing for a party this weekend, and she needed help with weeding. So I told her that I'd be happy to help. So I'm going to go down there today. And what else? And then I'll come back and work on some t-shirts for my friends at Newhall Field Community Farm. They have a day starting on the 17th of May, 17th of May, where they open it up to volunteers. And so they're having t-shirts and sticker giveaway. So that's what they asked me to do. So that was kind of fun. Yeah, thanks, Bren. What? Yeah, I know. I don't mind calling myself a goofy goober. I probably wouldn't like it if somebody I didn't like called me a goofy goober, but I mean, I do goofy things all the time. Obviously, I'm rushing, and so this happened. And will I cut this out, the second page out? Probably, because it only interfered with these two stickers, and I'd still get a pretty cool amount of stickers out of it. But this would, think about all of you scrapbook people. So let's say you took a trip to London or you went to Hawaii and you found a bunch of printables for Hawaii, whatever. You know, you could cut these all out and then all of a sudden they would be stickers. How cool is that? And you can also use stickers for your cards, and my son just used them on his, like, he put it on his headphones and on his laptop. I actually use stickers on my laptop too. Water bottles, like I could, if I wanted to put a corgi sticker, we could do that as well. So there you go, there it is, done. Now what you're going to do, this is a brand new mat, so you're going to turn it over. I hope you can see that. Let me just move. You're going to turn it over and you're going to peel away the mat and not the other way. And that makes sense because it doesn't curl your material when you do it that way. Okay. So here are stickers. Let me just show you how you can present them if you want to give them to people. So for the new haul, because I'm going to give it to them, I just basically took my scissors and cut this off. All right, you guys. Somebody's mowing their lawn and the dogs do not like it. Okay, thanks. So here is my sticker sheet. Now you can leave it like this and then people can just sort of peel it off like this. Oh, that one cut. I don't know why. That's not good. Let's do the telephone booth one. So you can peel it like this. All right. What? Did I put these? I put it. Oh my God. Oh, I'm really messing up today. You know what I did? I put these in the printer wrong. So I put them in so that the sticky part. Oh, I'm a mess today. I'm so sorry, you guys. But this is how you would mess it up. And remember that when you're putting this in on your printer, you need to put it in with the sticky side. Let's see, I put it this way and then it did it on this way, so I need to put it in the other way. Oh my God, you guys, I'm so sorry. Anyway, that's it. I thanks, Beth. Thanks, Bars. Okay, I am a goober, and I'm so glad that some people love me this way, but I just messed it up, and maybe that's whatever. Okay, all right. So don't do it like this. Make sure you're putting it in your printer correctly, so that when you peel it off, let's just show you this one. So when you peel it off, boop, there you go. There's your sticker all done, and you can place it anywhere. Okay. So what I did for the English ones is I put it in the wrong way, but these ones I put in the correct way. And now I have all these lovely stickers, one of which I already took off and put there. And I've made a whole bunch of them for my friends at New Health Field. So I do hope that you will try out Print and Cut. I know there's a lot of people that just won't try it. And that's a shame because it really does open up your making capabilities. I mean, sometimes you don't want to weed pretty intricate images, or you don't want to layer 7, 8 images, that sort of thing. So it's better to flatten them and use the print and cut feature that way. All right, everybody. That's going to be doing it for me for today. I will be back tomorrow. Tomorrow we are doing, what are we doing tomorrow? I think we are doing vintage. Yes, we are. We're doing sort of an apple blossom card. So we're back to paper. We're going to be doing an apple blossom card, and it has features like cute apple blossom, and I'm going to give you that file so you can make it yourself. All right. So I'll see you all tomorrow. Don't forget to put your name in for the giveaways. Okay. The information is in the description of the videos, and you can enter every single day for the entire period, which ends on Sunday, the 29th of May. And then the announcements will be made on May 30th. Okay. All right. That's it for me for today. So I hope you all enjoyed this, and we will see you tomorrow. Get some crafting in. Okay.